This is going to be your guide to getting Shiny Zeraora in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I've been seeing a lot of questions and confusion about the Zeraora event since it was announced during the Pokemon presentation, but fortunately, if you just go to the Pokemon website, you can get the full details about the event, and that's what we're going to be breaking down in today's video. So if you end up enjoying it, don't forget to leave a like and share the news with your friends so they can get a Shiny Zeraora for themselves. After that, I'm going to go in Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're going to play a little bit of the game, and we're going to do some raids for ourselves. So let's see what's going on here. Earn a Shiny Zeraora and Armorite Ore in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. If 1 million trainers defeat Zeraora in max raid battle, players can receive a special Pokemon along with items that will be useful in the Isle of Armor. The Isle of Armor is the first part of the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion pass. To celebrate the release of this new chapter in the games, players in those games can participate in max raid battles against the mythical Pokemon Zeraora. From June 17th until June 28th at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 0 UTC, Zeraora will appear in max raid battles, so gather your friends as you attempt to take down this mythical Pokemon. Zeraora has the potential to appear in 3-star max raid battles or higher, and in 5-star max raid battles, there's a chance you'll encounter an especially powerful Shiny Zeraora. You won't be able to catch Zeraora after it's defeated, so this is like the Mewtwo event, but if at least 1 million trainers manage to defeat Zeraora during the event, a Shiny Zeraora will be available to everyone in Pokemon Home. However, there is a requirement that you need to meet to be able to claim this Zeraora in Pokemon Home, so you need to keep watching the video, and it's also just kind of good practice to pay attention to all the details in any Pokemon event. So also, in addition to Shiny Zeraora, every player who takes part in these max raid battles will receive a piece of Armorite Ore for every 100,000 trainers that defeat Zeraora after the first million is reached. And I think that's another thing to pay attention to, every player. So even if you don't have the Isle of Armor DLC, you're getting items that work towards the Isle of Armor, or also just the expansion pass. Like, let's say you participate in this event, the 1 million is met, you get 10 pieces of Armorite Ore, and then you decide to buy into the Crown Tundra in a couple of months, or you get the Isle of Armor at some point. Those items are going to be in your game because the only thing separating you from the Isle of Armor is the Armor Pass. If you've done the download, which you have to do to be able to play Pokemon Online to do these max raid battles, then you actually have all of the content inside the games, so you can receive items from the Isle of Armor, and then you can use them when you actually have access to the Isle of Armor. So I think that's a nice little thing to note, that you're also getting the Armorite Ore if you participate. So if you just kind of sit this out and you let everyone get the 1 million Zeraora raids, well then you're still getting Shiny Zeraora. But if you participate, there's a side reward, and Armorite Ore is really, really good stuff. So Armorite Ore can be used in the dojo on the Isle of Armor to have your Pokemon learn moves. There's also a couple of other characters that use the Armorite Ore, and you can get some good stuff with that. If the target numbers are reached, you'll be able to claim your Shiny Zeraora and Armorite Ore via the mystery gift menu on the mobile device of Pokemon Home from Monday, June 29th until Monday, July 6th. So you only have a week after the event to claim the items through Pokemon Home, but also kind of shows like why anyone can get this. If you have Pokemon Home, then you just claim the items through Pokemon Home, and it doesn't say, oh, you don't have the expansion pass, so you're not allowed to get it. No, just for everyone. And then the Pokemon Company clarifies, so this is why it's good to inform yourself. Like, all of the questions I've seen about the event are answered right here, except for maybe, oh, do I receive the Armorite Ore? So note, you don't have to have the expansion pass to encounter or receive Zeraora. It's just a max raid battle event, which has been going on throughout the entire time of Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's no different than any of the other ones. It's just to celebrate the launch of the DLC. In order to claim these gifts, you must also meet the following condition. You must have deposited a Pokemon in Pokemon Home or moved a Pokemon to Sword and Shield from Pokemon Home between June 17th and July 6th. So here's the interesting thing. After the event ends, if you hear like, oh, Zeraora, it's done, well then you can just go to Pokemon Home, move your Pokemon, and you can still claim it until July 6th. Now I do want to make a note of this when it comes to Pokemon Home because it's another thing that people are confused about. Even if you have not purchased the Isle of Armor DLC, you can still use Pokemon Home to bring in the over 100 returning Pokemon with the Isle of Armor. So if there's an exclusive Pokemon from there that you've been kind of keeping with you, or even a competitive Pokemon, you can just kind of go and drop it into your game. So I mean, here's an example. We have Abra. Alakazam just became available. I got this in Pokemon Let's Go. Might have a question mark, but you can still save out, and then you're going to be done. And what the question mark means is that it just can't go back into Pokemon Let's Go. So that's the main information about how you get Shiny Zeraora from this, and then the rest of it is just going to be like a normal max raid battle, and we know the Pokemon. So Zeraora, pure electric type, which means bringing a ground type or dragon type Pokemon, going to be pretty successful. I like the ground memory Silvally for this one, and we're going to see how it goes, because what makes it really interesting is that for the Mewtwo event, that was incredibly difficult. It was impossible to do solo, and you would have to bring friends, and even if you brought friends, you could still get wiped out, so you'd have to have strategy. You'd taunt the Mewtwo so it can't bulk up, so it can't Calm Mind. You could also bring a Trick Room. There was all kinds of crazy strategy that people were coming up to deal with the Mewtwo, but Zeraora is a lot more manageable because 3 and 4 star raids count. So if you just do a 3 or 4 star Zeraora raid, you're going to be in a lot better position if you're solo. I want to see how difficult this 5-star Zeraora raid is by myself to see if you guys can do it for yourself as well. And then if you see the Shiny Zeraora, it's going to be more like the Mewtwo. It's going to be way overpowered, and you will need to bring friends, and you will need to strategize for it. But can we just bring the Silvally and then just kind of get through the regular Zeraora? That's going to be interesting. Then we can see the rewards. Now, the rewards for the Shiny Zeraora are insane, but I don't think it's worth it unless you do have like a good raid squad and you just gonna want to run around doing Shiny Zeraora raids. They don't matter. Just do any Zeraora raid, which means if you do the standard max raid den resetting, which I'll show after this battle, just find 3 and 4 stars. You'll be fine. Okay, so the first turn was not terrible. Having 2 ground type Pokemon is actually pretty good with that Mudbray. Magikarp is going to like insta die no matter what anyways, so Focus Sash, that's a thing. Thunder Punch. Magikarp's gone. Probably not going to really make too much of a difference. So we got through the shields, that first layer pretty easily. And we're going to see if we have enough damage to get to the next one. The Hone Claws might get pretty bad though. There's an Outrage. Delmise tanks it. Mudbray with the Rock Tomb not helping us. Shadow Ball. Doesn't look like... Oh, wait, no, we just got it. Nice. So that's going to open up for me to get some shields. Magikarp is going to be down, and if these 2 Pokemon get knocked out, I think I can... No, I was about to say, I think I can finish them off for myself, but we still need a couple of extra turns to get through this. I think what we really needed was Mudbray to use, like, high horsepower, and then, you know, ground-type move to get Zeraora into those shields so we can knock one off with the Shadow Ball. Here comes Plasma Fist, but now there's nothing to hit. Okay, but we got the Max Wormwind. It's going to drop attack. I don't think that matters because of the state of that. Oh, Mud Tomb. Or not Mud Tomb. Sand Tomb missing. This is going to be kind of tricky. And then Magikarp gets one shot. Mudbray goes down. And we didn't get enough of, like, that chip damage. Again, we're missing, like, potential 1 or 2 extra shields. 3 shields gone. Stat changes don't matter. Zeraora with a close combat. Magikarp instantly out of this. I'm not sure if it's the Hone Claws making too much damage, because like it does buy us some free time. But Plasma Fist, that's a good one. Max Wormwind, me? Ah, I just got hard focused, and we are out of here. Or alternatively, you could just not deal with this garbage because the 5-star Zeraora raid by yourself is way too RNG dependent, so you can just time skip it away. And then that goes into the standard stuff that we know about max raid battle event dens, that once you get any of the event Pokemon, you can then time skip it until you get the event that you're looking for. Also make sure that you are progressing a day ahead, so now we're going from June into July. Mashing it out. Checking again. Could be one of the Gigantamax raids because there's multiple events going on right now, but we can just kind of keep skipping until we get a 3 or 4 Zeraora, and then it's going to be really easy to do. Alright, it took a few minutes, but I ended up getting my 3-star Zeraora. This one should be super easy and super free. Pretty much just to get the one out of the way so I can get my Armorite ore. I don't know how many max raid battle events I'm going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, especially with all the new content of the Isle of Armor. So this is going to be what you can do. Just get your raid den. Maybe you stumble into one naturally while playing, and then you can just kind of get it set up that way. I'm expecting 0 difficulty from this one whatsoever. And we won on the second turn. Shocker. Yeah, you don't get to catch a Zeraora. It says that when you start the raid, and then if it's just a regular Zeraora, it's going to be regular raid rewards. So nothing too special. Now, one thing to note that if you are not seeing Zeraora, no matter how much you soft reset, make sure you have connected online or that you have gotten the recent wild area news, because this is a new event, so you do have to trigger it that way. Other than that, just kind of go back and forth between dens by throwing in wishing pieces until you get an event den. Remember, any of those event Pokemon, once they appear, you get this, you do the time skip thing, and maybe you just want to do 5-star Zeraora raids or fight the shiny one for some kind of personal shenanigans, or you just stumble into it by yourself and then you host it on the YCOM and maybe get enough people to beat it. So there we go, guys. Hope you all enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.